talk just a few minutes before going into work about keeping down a job for ADD ADHDers. It's something that's very hard, and I want people to understand, especially spouses, that they don't do it on purpose. They don't want to be irresponsible on purpose. ADDers tend to get bored, and in the job, it's the same thing. Whether it's a job, whether it's a business, they tend to get bored. They tend to get impatient. So let's say they start a business and it doesn't work as quickly as they thought, they'll just give it up. They tend to have a lot of very creative and good ideas. So sometimes if something doesn't work, they're like, oh, I know what will work, and they'll try something else, and then something else. And they really think that this something is it. So please be patient and understand that it's not on purpose. It's not necessarily that they're irresponsible and that they want to be responsible. It's just that they really think that every time they try something, it's really the next best thing, and it's just gonna boom and it's gonna work, and this is it. This is what I want to do. That's it. In the meantime, they've tried 10 careers, opened up 20 businesses, and what have you. So just try to be supportive, but at the same time, it's important, I think, to try to make them see the light, but in a nice way, because the minute you come in strong, they'll want to do what they want to do even more, and they won't want to listen. So I know that's a very, very hard piece, because I've had a little bit of trouble in my marriage because of it. And I've known people who unfortunately ended up divorcing because of it, and others that have marriage problems because of it. It's a big issue amongst people that have ADD. And I think if these people, including myself, but I know myself pretty well by now, but if these people take the time to get to know themselves, they'll be able to find their place in the workforce more easily and stay in it for longer periods of time, and maybe forever, and really be successful in that. And I think when you don't know yourself and you don't realize that you tend to change a lot, and that you tend to get bored, and that you tend to let go of your responsibilities because you're so sure that you're going to make it this time. I know we don't have the money, but let's take a loan and open up this business because this will work. But that doesn't happen only once. It happens once, it happens twice, it happens 3 times. And I know a lot of you who are listening to me out there and who are going through it really get what I'm saying. Whether you're married to an ADDer or whether you are one, you know what I'm talking about. Well, you know what? At some point, you need to wake up. The ADDer needs to wake up and say, hey, okay, I've tried so many things. It hasn't worked here. It hasn't worked there. And, they need to learn from their mistakes and really try to find something that goes with their personality, something that's going to bring out their creativeness, and something that they won't get bored out of. That's really the key. The key to have a successful job or business when you're an ADD ADHDer is that you have to be passionate, you have to like it, and it needs to be something where your ideas and creativity could come out. And there's more to it, but I think basically that's what it is. But again, the most important thing is, if you have ADD ADHD, you need to get to know yourself. You owe it to yourself, and you owe it to the people who love you and the people who live with you, whether it's your spouse, your kids, people around you. And that's it. And I can assure you that once you find your happy place, you'll be good to go. You'll be good to go. So that's it for today. A lot to think about. Enjoy your day, everybody.